Hi, we're here today to make creamy rice pudding with rhubarb compote. This is such an easy and delicious springtime recipe. And what we're going to do first though is talk about our rhubarb. Ontario rhubarb is everywhere. It only comes this time of year, so we want to make sure that we get lots of it and we harvest it and we keep it for later in the winter when we want to have that nice taste of Ontario spring. So when you get your rhubarb, either you pick it, you get your farmer's market, you're getting in the grocery stores now, you want to make sure that it's all like nice and fresh looking. Any spots that are damaged, you're gonna just trim away. You're gonna wash the stalks really well, pat them dry, and then the leaves. A lot of times the leaves are already cut off, but if you do have some of the leaf left, you're gonna want to discard this because it has oxalic acid in it, which is an irritant at best, and then it also can be fatal if you have too much. So don't eat the leaves. That's one rule, okay? So we're gonna do that. So after you've washed and dried and cut off any parts, you're just gonna chop up your rhubarb and you're gonna get it into whatever size pieces you like. I'd say like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch size is great. The amazing thing about rhubarb is all you have to do is this. You don't have to blanch it, you just kind of cut it up, put it into a storage bag, get it into your freezer, label it. I always think I'm gonna remember when I did something, but I don't. So make sure you put a little label on your baggie and with the year and the date, and that way you'll have a good reminder. Okay, so we're gonna chop this all up, and with the rhubarb we're gonna make today is a rhubarb compote, and we're gonna be putting this on a creamy rice pudding. And one of the things I love about this is it's so easy. We have all the things in our pantry likely. The rhubarb is fresh, it's bright, and then we can also use it for other things, like putting it on pancakes. This morning I was thinking about a steak sandwich and I had caramelized onions and I wanted to sweeten them, so I put some of this rhubarb compote in them. Fantastic. So use your imagination about what you can use your rhubarb for. So we're taking our rhubarb that we've chopped up. We're going to use about 4 cups for this recipe. And this is so simple. We're not even using sugar. You're using Ontario honey, 1/3 of Ontario honey, 1/3 a cup, and 4 cups of chopped up rhubarb. And then we're going to put some cinnamon stick in there. If you don't have a cinnamon stick, you can put about a teaspoon of ground cinnamon in. And orange juice. Just if you have an orange in your fridge, it's actually the perfect amount just to squeeze it out, or if you have some orange juice. That works too. If you don't have that, you could use apple juice. You could just use water too. And then there's our honey, 1/3 cup of honey. Now, if you don't have honey, you could try maple syrup. That would also work beautifully. So you can do this stovetop, and basically this looks like a lot, but it cooks down significantly. I'm gonna do this in the microwave, and I'll just put it in for about 4 minutes, stir it up, and then put it in for about another 2 until it's soft and tender. And it looks like this beautiful rhubarb compote. So that's that. So this is done. This is going to be the pièce de résistance for our rice pudding, which is kind of a basic, delicious thing. So for the rice pudding, which ends up looking like this and creamy, I'm just going to show you really quickly how to do it. You're going to take 1/2 cup of arborio rice, which is a short grain Italian rice. It's really creamy and starchy, so when you cook it, it gets nice and thick and it thickens up the liquid. To this, I've already cooked it for about 15 minutes with 1 1/4 cup of water, still steaming. Once that's cooked, you're going to put in 2 cups of heavy cream plus 2 cups of your favorite kind of milk, 1%, 2%, whatever you like. You're going to add that plus 2/3 a cup of just white sugar, some vanilla. Just to, if you don't have vanilla, you could use a little bit of rum too, that would work. And then to thicken this up, what we're going to do is take 1/2 cup of our milk and add cornstarch to it. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And so typically rice puddings, you might find an egg to help thicken it up. But if you don't have an egg, cornstarch is a great thickener too. So we're just going to mix this in. And so on your stovetop, you would simmer this for about another 15 minutes, and then you would add this. But just to show you how fast and easy this is. There you go. And you're going to stir it all up. And again, there's our beautiful, thick, creamy rice pudding. And here is our finished product. Voila. All these recipes are at foodlandontario.ca. Easy, local, and delicious. Enjoy.